It's a really easy, convenient way to get down into the water feature there if you didn't want to jump off the deck on the other side.
And there is the infamous cane toad. Brian, you ready to swim with the cane toad?
What?
You ready to swim with the cane toad?
We're just listening to a podcast about what kind of snake?
Oh, the taipan.
Taipan. And your customer just said he got one the other day.
One in the chook house.
Yeah, oh my God. It's a snake that'll kill you in about 30 minutes. I've got my flip-flops on to protect me, and he said I should be good. All right, buddy. I think I could actually call you buddy now because we've spent enough time together.
We're buddy.
Yeah. You know, you said we were going to be driving quite a bit today. 4 hours were you in the car?
4.5 hours.
Not too bad. And so we are where now?
Yeppoon.
Yeppoon.
It's the coastal side of Rockhampton.
Uh-huh. A little bit more humid, but the breeze today is keeping it as cool as possible. It's really actually quite lovely outside, and just love it. This is actually already cool to me, just this really rustic staircase. Spider lilies. Look at that flower, that's pretty cool.
Like
it's super cool.
So we're at Sandy and Dominique's.
Yep.
And they had been researching this for a long time. They wanted something natural. There is a swimming hole down the back, but they're finding a lot of people were turning up there and they didn't have the privacy they wanted anymore.
And so we've got another swim pond here. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is a compact.
This is a compact swim. Well, gosh, it looks anything but compact to me. This is incredible.
How'd you get in there?
Hey, I got in first.
This is a wetland here. They made it sort of accessible across, so you can see the...
Ooh, I love that.
It doesn't be a very formal stepping area. I mean, Mitch and me work together on this
Yep.
so we work together on a lot of these projects, with the creativity goes between us.
Sometimes one creative idea inspires another.
This rock is really interesting too. Look at that.
I love this rock.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, but I really love the idea of the stepping stones leading right through the wetland filter and then up over to here. Anytime you can do stuff like this, it allows you to interact with the feature, I guess, that much more.
This is timbers that came out of the house, one of the houses that he brought up here to renovate.
Wow. Look at the character on there. And all of the
Termites.
termites did that.
Yeah, you lay it down too much, take all the softwood out, and leave that character to it.
How cool is that? You'd never guess you wanted termite infested wood, but that sure gives it character.
This is a 7x5.
So 15 by 21, 15 by 24 foot pond. But you know what I'm noticing too? So you've been doing this a lot with yours to keep the pond a little bit cooler. And a lot of people would think, like, if you're going to go deep off the side, then you really limit the amount of marginal plants you can put in there. But if you look at this, like, he's got aquatic plants tucked in everywhere along the edge.
And even in there, but
Yeah.
below that Lebanese crest to the far side, that goes down 1.6 meters, you know, so it's 5 feet.
Like, look at how
It is
fantastic
tucked into
that edge is over there. And all those plants are flourishing in the shallow water, just in between the nooks and crannies and the rocks. And you can still give yourself these little areas. Like, I can see some of the variegated grass over there. It looks like sweet flag or something. It looks like you created a little pocket design for that. So if you think about it during the install process, it makes it that much easier. And then the lilies will actually grow in what looks to be, you know, at least a meter deep there.
It is, yeah. Whatever. And then this is here, you had this stone here, didn't you? This blue stone or slate, yeah. So we reutilised that and we put this sort of almost a nice little formal wall around here. And I just love that shape. It sort of matches, it's kind of like a ring setting in a way, you know, the rock's placed in and you've got a nice setting around.
I noticed it right away. The area we're talking about is this kind of formal curved edge here. And then with the shape of that rock, that water with the assistance of a jet just kind of sweeps around there, almost giving it the look that the jet eroded away that curve. I love it. I'm also loving these stone steps. They're not really obvious, but it still gives a really easy, convenient way to get down into the water feature there if you didn't want to jump off the deck on the other side. What would you say is your favorite part of this project?
I like this one very much because it just feels like it's an embracing pond. It's not big, doesn't feel huge, but when you get in there, there's still plenty of space to do and be and to cool down. And this here, I love this shape here. And actually, this way it comes around.
So it just really helps with the circulation and keeping everything clean. My favorite is this edge over here. And I think the reason I like it so much, the plants were planned for it. Normally that would be a really cold, harsh edge if it was just rock, rock, rock. But the way the plants are intermixed in between there with the elephant ears and the aquatic. And so how much fun is it for you to come back and see that carried out? Because last time you were here, it probably didn't look quite like that.
And there is the infamous cane toad, taking over an introduced species to get rid of the beetles and sugar canes. Sugar cane, get it? Cane toad. And now they are all over the country. Woo! Wow, they're fast.
That's how they get around the country, mate.
Yeah. Brian, you ready to swim with the cane toad?
What?
You ready to swim with the cane toad?
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. What would you say to someone else thinking about getting a natural, swimming pool recreation pond like this?
We just love it. Down there beyond the trees is quite a nice swimming hole in the creek. So we used to go down there all the time, but as the years have gone by, more and more people have discovered it, and we were finding we'd go down there and there'd be campers there. And really this is just as good as swimming in the creek. We can just walk straight up back upstairs.
So you brought the creek home.
Yeah, exactly. We love it. You don't have that chlorine stinging in your eyes. And
It's natural. It's the way we evolved as a species and grew up. Did your wife like it?
Oh, she loves it, yeah. Like she grew up on a farm as well and used to swim in the river on a farm. So
What do you think of that investment in terms of the return for your family?
awesome value.
Another recreation pond. Every single time I go into one of these rec ponds, it just feels different than a chlorinated swimming pool. I gotta take a shower after I take a swim in a public swimming pool. But when I'm in a rec pond like this, I feel good. And that's the way we grew up. It's nature. And how many people get actually sick from chlorine? I can tell you one thing, it always feels better when I take a swim in a recreation pond than a chlorinated swimming pool. More people need to understand this stuff. More people need to see what living the aquascape lifestyle is all about. More people need to understand that they can get a recreation pond, and we call them a recreation pond because you don't have to swim in it to enjoy it. We live in Chicago, where you only really get to swim 3, maybe 4 months out of the year. What do you do with it the other 8 months out of the year? This you get to enjoy all the time, in the wildlife and the birds and the plants and the animals. This is really a much more environmentally friendly way to do it, and it's not complicated when you work with Mother Nature, not against her. The aquascape ecosystem recreation pond concept needs to be shared more. More people need to see what they can do with this and help the environment. If you like this stuff, if you agree with me on this, like, comment, and share these videos so more people can see what living the aquascape lifestyle is all about. I love my job.